It was actually the panel that just kind of inspired this thought this morning, and I wanted to talk a bit about this, is the value of an outside perspective. You had a virtual board of directors up here saying, here's what we think you should do, or could do, or consider. And in that, they were going through all sorts of great ideas from an outside perspective. There's a colleague of mine named John Gray. He wrote a book that was very popular, and we're buddies. In the 80s, he lost his father. His father was carjacked. They went to near Tyler, Texas for the funeral. It was August. If you've ever been to Tyler in August, Canadians, you would just melt and die. That's it. And John and his brother went to the impound lot to see the car where their dad had expired in the trunk. This guy all jacked up on something, put his father in the trunk, closed the trunk, and they could see that the trunk was kind of damaged. And John said, I want to get in the trunk and see what Dad went through. And his brother looked, okay. John got in the trunk, and he could see immediately, or feel, the heat just rising in the trunk. August in Tyler, Texas. And he could tell how his father had tried to pry open part of it, to pry open the latch where it would open the trunk. He could tell where his father had punched out the glass where the brake lights were. And it was a 5 Series BMW. And how he must have reached out, and John reaches out his arm out that where the brake light was and tries to press the button to open the trunk. And he can't reach it, and he realizes why his dad had died. Until he heard his brother's voice on the outside said, you're close, you just have to reach in and up. And by reaching in and up, he pressed the button and the trunk lid opened. John said at that moment, I would never underestimate the value of an outside perspective. On the tables, you see a form that caught my eye, the accountability group. I've been in an accountability group for over 25 years. As president of board developer, I set up people in companies to have advisory groups, to have an outside perspective, because never underestimate the value of an outside perspective. It is so clear that we need to search for those kind of solutions. And if you're looking at that tag brochure and thinking, well, that's kind of cute, consider this. To have your own accountability group, or to have your own board of directors to advise along the way. You simply take your competitive advantage and do what the competition's not willing to do to a whole new level.